Hello everyone and welcome to part 4 of the Donkey Kong Country 2 playthrough. It's time for some Bramble Scramble. Let's scramble some brambles. Ooh, if I don't get scrambled. But hey, I got an extra life, so that's cool. And that bee is out of the way. Which are called zingers. Zingers. King Zing Sting is the name of the boss in this one. Which, we're not there yet, but... yeah, this is the second Bramble level. This one's kind of neat. This one, like the one before it, is quite difficult. And it's mostly just, you just gotta watch out for the onslaught of enemies in the way. But other than that, pretty chill music. Same as the last Bramble level. Now the backgrounds are a little bit darker shade in this one. So I guess it's supposed to be brambles at night. Although it doesn't really look like night, it just looks like they darkened up the sky a little bit. Which, I mean, the sky's dark at night, but you can tell that it's still kind of the same old background, just slightly darker shade. I'm not going out of my way to get those bananas. No thanks. I don't need them that bad. But I could sure use that DK barrel. Wait for that dude to start not firing his cannons. You gotta avoid these cannonball projectiles as well. Oh! No problem so far. Just kind of scooting through this level. I make it look a little easier than it actually is, folks. Because this level gave me a pretty hard time in the recording stages. Eventually I just decided, you know what, maybe I need save states a little more than I'd like to admit. But anyways, look out for these red bees. Can't really do anything about them. They're just there. I mean, you can hit them if you want, it just doesn't do anything, as you can see. Oh, it's the neckies. You gotta look out for the neckies. Arrgh! It's too bad they didn't bring the vulture guys back from the first game. They were pretty cool. They made the same noise, I think. Gotta look out for these dudes with the giant t-shirts and their I don't want to battle Curly. But I'll play a guitar solo, and that'll be it for some scrambled brambles. And it's time for another minecart level. This one's Rickety Race. Oh, Rickety Race. Can't really do a very good rolling of my R's. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. There's like a certain trick to it, and sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. Now this level's kind of neat though, is you just gotta jump on the enemies, and the more enemies you jump on, you take their position, and it's kind of like a race. Now the good thing is though, it doesn't seem to matter where you're at. You don't have to win it. You just get I think you just get a DK coin if you win it. And I'm pretty sure that I didn't win when I recorded this, so... spoilers. But all's going so good so far so good. I haven't ran into any major troubles during this playthrough. It was just all behind the scenes when I was recording and having to redo takes and a lot of that good stuff. But yeah, made it up to second. Ooh, maybe I do win this one. Do I? That'd be cool. See what I got here. See if I can make it to first. Yeah! And it is a DK coin. Cool. Let's see if I can... see what I can do here. Apparently nothing. Actually, yeah. Cool. Wasn't a complete loss. And now it is time to go back out of this part of Crimland into Mudhole Marsh, which is another swamp level. I like the aesthetic in this swamp level a little bit more. Just that shade of green on the grass. Oh hey, it's Sonic. You gotta look out for them Sonic-looking dudes. I know that's not what it is. It's supposed to be a cat of nine tails, but... I mean, they look more like Sonic than anything. At least in my eyes. I mean, they're spiky blue dudes that spin around. But yeah, just trying to latch onto these hooks properly. Just want to make sure I can do that and look out for all these enemies. Ooh. Oh. Apparently I missed the K. That's okay. No, that's O. But I got... Ooh, we got another banana coin, so that's all good. Just gotta make sure I stop getting hit by these neckies. And look out for them Sonics. Gotta look out for all these enemies. They're crazy sometimes. But hey, DK barrel. But yeah, those things are supposed to be cat o' nine tails. I think that's even what they're called in the enemy roll call. I don't know. There you go. Took that necky a minute to move. Get out of the way. Kongs are coming through. Now this part's pretty neat. I like being able to jump off the... Well, not that part yet. I like being able to jump on the barrels and make my way over. I think that's a... Yeah, that's this part. Of course, you gotta time it just right. You want to make sure you don't run into any trouble and fall in the swamp. Don't want to fall in the swamp. You gotta look out for them swamps. You gotta... Sometimes you just gotta be careful, and you gotta look out in the swamp, son. Just knock them in the head with a stump. But anyways, got a bunch of bananas. I'm gonna play some more guitar, and gonna move on. Gonna just keep moving right along here. Rambi rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Only it's another one of those honeycomb levels, but this one's kind of neat, in my opinion, because Rambi shows up, and Rambi's one of the cooler animal buddies. I think the worst ones are that snake and the purple squawks. But as far as my favorite animal buddy goes, it's definitely got to be Squitter the spider. It's because he's kind of broken. He even makes a return appearance in the third game. Which some of the animal buddies are in the third game. It just doesn't feel like, from what I remember, I don't think they were utilized as much as they are in this one. Like I said before, this game kind of goes a little overboard with the animal buddies. With the animal antics. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to that. Animal antics. Now that's a level. But that's a little ways off. Not quite there yet. This is Rambi Rumble. I'm getting ahead of myself once again. Just fly on over here. This is where Rambi shows up. There he is. He's in the barrel. Let's grab the barrel. I think you kind of need him too. I can't remember if it'll let you go through without him. Now there was that DK coin up there, but I don't really need it that bad. I'm not worried about it. Aw, man. I'm in trouble now. Oh! Or maybe not. Maybe I'll find another DK barrel soon. Hopefully sooner than later. And just keep moving along. Oh! I love this game, though. Oh no, it's this part. The music just got sinister. It kind of spooked me there for a second, because I wasn't expecting to make it to this point yet, but you just hear the goal is to outrun the giant boss bee, King Zing Sting, who we'll deal with in a little bit. But this part, the goal is pretty much just to just outrun him, and it's actually pretty easy if I'm being real. Grab that bunch of bananas and move on. Which I'm wondering, yes, King Zing Sting is the next level. Okay, so that chase leads into the showdown. And there's a DK barrel. Much needed, much needed. This is a tough boss. This is a tough boss because he's always flying around and it takes multiple hits, and you gotta hit him in the stinger. That's the only way that you can do anything. And then he'll fire some spikes at you, try to follow you a little bit. Not too much to worry about, really, at the end of the day. Just gotta avoid it. You just gotta dodge him. You just dodge. Time to duel. But the more you hit him, the faster he gets, and eventually he'll go into the boss pinch mode where he does, well, not this, but he'll go into the pinch mode. I like to use that term, boss pinch. I've heard a few games use it before, but it's basically where the boss goes into its second and final form, and things pick up. The pinch. This is... he's not going into pinch mode just yet. He ain't gonna pinch me yet. But you gotta... Ooh, that was close. That was really close. But then you just hit him another time, and now he's going into pinch mode. Now, pinch mode's not too bad to deal with. You just fire the bees out of the way, and you just rinse and repeat a couple of times. It's not really that big of a deal. You can land a couple of... There we go. That's the good stuff. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's cool. King Zing Sting is no more. Now play another guitar solo. And move on to the Gloomy Gulch. Looks like I'm gonna do one more level before the part's over. So let's get on with Ghostly Grove. I like the music here. It's pretty chill. Now those ghost ropes are kind of weird. Ghost ropes. Anyways, yeah, they're kind of weird because like they'll just show up and then they'll disappear and then they'll come back. You gotta be careful not to stick around on them too long. It kind of sounds like a cat. But yeah, this level's pretty neat. I like the music here. The music's really good. But sometimes in this game, the music's better than the levels. Move it, wise guy. Why, certainly. Man, I need to watch some Three Stooges again. It's been a long time. And that's one of my more favorite shows from the days of old-timey black and white stuff. I feel like sometimes it holds up pretty well, and sometimes it doesn't, but it's one of my more favorites. I can always get a good laugh out of the Three Stooges and their wacky hijinks. And that... Take the ghost ropes over here. And that's gonna be the end of this level. Cool. Another bunch of bananas. Banana slammer. But I'll see you in part 5.